Hello everyone and welcome back to my Occupy Mars playthrough. This time around I thought I'd go through some of the mining. I've never had a mine, so I came away from my base, and if you press Q on the rover, as you can see, I don't know what that is, I'm guessing it's silicon, but I'll put the mine straight on top of it near enough. And you get as close as you can with the rover, and right click to get out of it, and your little scanner on, it's on your bag, you know, and then walk away till you get roughly on top of it, which is roughly where we are here. I mean, it's not ideal placement, but it does the job, doesn't it? So I'm going to finish building this, and my understanding is they don't need any separate power, so there you go, it seems to be working. So it is silicon, and got 2000 here. How does it work with loading it? Do you just kind of drive it up to this? Because I have got another building that I can put on it, so that, how does, oh I see, right, okay, so that kind of goes only to the side, does it? By the look of it, yeah, it kind of sits there. Right, so we'll build that then as well. I don't know how all of this works, whether you need this or not, so let's just get this done, and we'll let this build up a bit. I presume you just reverse your rover up to it with an empty load container or load tipper. Right, I'm going to reverse up to it because I want to see how this works. Have a little look. Hope you're all fine and you're all well today, by the way. If you do like my videos and you're enjoying the series and you want to see more, then do like and subscribe and hit the notify button. It'll all help. You're doing this the wrong way, right? Okay, so there, and then we go that way. Jesus, it's so right, okay, so no, come on, get back. I don't know how this actually works. I'm guessing that's what I've got to do, is kind of get it onto this here. Does it unload or what? How does this work? That don't kind of work. It's like the ramp's too big for... So we're in loading zone. Do you press U? No. Alright, let's wrong button. You have to wait for the animation to finish. Anyway, right, let's get out of that one. So do you unload the tipper or right click to get out the seat? Load, okay. I guess it won't let me access the seat. Right, okay, so it's loaded, I guess, the container it was loading inside it. So what have we got in there? So press V, have we got anything in there? Nothing in there. Okay, right, we'll do right click again then. Let's do it the other way around. So go to this thing. Okay, and what we've got, we've only got 6 mines. If I say load tipper, does that work? I see, okay. And then we go into this like that.
Oxygen source external.
Oh, we've only got 1% in there, so there's next to nothing in that. Let's get rid of this thing. Transport mode. We should be in transport mode. I'm not sure why it wasn't, but yeah, it says hardly anything. And so the easiest thing to do here, I suppose, would be to press escape. Oh, not escape, but right click. Get out of the what do you call it? Rover, and hit this thing and say load container. How does that work? Does it take the container off the tipper? No. So how about then if I go into this, try and it's just terrible. Right, it's this right. Oh, not there. If I went into press, I change the trailer here. Unload. So I'll press V. Attach hook. Is that the one?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you can't do that.
Why? I don't understand this because what about then if I do V T?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid you can't do that.
No, it won't let you do it. Why give you that option to load a container? And again, unless it's something that's not implemented yet, I don't know. Whoa, Jesus. That was a bit seriously, I don't know, T?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm afraid you can't do that.
Right, you can't unload your container, guys. So, I'm guessing that if you wanted to build a container, do you go now, or how do you build a container now? Let's have a look. Blueprints, garage, tanker, container. I'll take it if I put that there. I picked that up with the rover. So if I move this out of the way. I'm just trying to figure this out here. So if I move this out of the way over here. Press T. Now will it drop that off and leave it? Or is it going to spaz out and load it again? It has, good. It used to come back and lock the hook back. Now, how does one grab this thing? Is there a hook or something around the back of this? Yeah, there's something there. So let's see if is it? There you go. Right, so that's got the container on. Right, okay, and then we go forward. Well, there's no building visions really. can I unload this thing here? T.
Sorry, I'm afraid you can't do that.
So, how on earth are you meant to load that up then? I thought that's the whole idea of it. Is you build a container and drop it off here and let it fill it up. So if we say load container, then oh, maybe I'll do it that way then. What's it going to do? Manually fill it up first and then just slide it back. Wow, okay. You could leave one here, but then I wonder if you can drive two trailers.
Oxygen source
You can
external.
get two, like, you know, have a double trailer. I bet that's too easy, isn't it? I won't be able to pick that up unless I've got another set of wheels to add on the back of this. So, right, let's head back to the hangar, and I don't know whether that'll unload into the crusher. Guessing it would. I don't know how it works. Lag spike there. Okay, so I'll see you back at the crusher, and we will see what we do with this. Okay, so you can't actually unload it. You've got to load the container. I've never built one of these things, so maybe that's how you move goods around. Perhaps when I was looking to dump everything in a tipper, that's the reason why. I didn't realise it could take all of this stuff, but yeah. So, let's have a look now. So, containers, there you go, it's letting up. Okay, so that's how you move everything. Self-explanatory, really, isn't it? So, we'll put that in there and that. Get that. So, if I wanted to then go to these and I had loads of materials, I could move everything around. Yeah, that makes total sense now. Yeah. What I might do is leave that in there, fill the tipper up and bring that backwards and forwards. So if ever I want to move stuff about, I can. Now, I did see on the way in here, if I press 4, I've got iron or whatever the red symbolises underneath my feet. So I can build another mine around here somewhere. So, I don't know whether they're worth it though. I mean, would it be quicker to just mine it yourself and haul it around in a tipper?
Oxygen source external.
I don't know. I don't know whether these, because I read up that people say they're not worth it building these mines. I just want to use my crappy rations up, so they're very limited in what they give me. How many you have to eat to fill it up? But yeah, I've got to try and decide what way to go. And the other thing that I'm going to show you in a minute, once we've woken up, that's the heavy suit, by the way, guys. That blue kind of suit. I've changed the colours of it, but it should enable me to go into a radiation
Oxygen
kind of area.
75%.
So let the lag get out of the way, and this is what you go through each time you go for a day, because it saves it, and I don't know why it's on a SSD drive. So okay, right, so if I now go to tech tree, we've got botany, there you go, so that's good. We're going to stick to the science bench and build that in a minute,
Botany, technology
and then we're going to
access
try and get this greenhouse, composting, and yes, automatic fertilizer. We've got to get this one as well, the plant oxygen usage too, because I'll show you on, I don't know if it's this one, let's have a look. Yeah, no, it's not that one, so it's materials. We've got to do, as part of what it's told you to do, is build the launch pad. So I've got to get that oxygen too, which once I've got that I can build the launch pad, and then Weird, isn't it? It says it's completed, and it goes this colour, and it says that's complete, but it stays like the uncompleted colour. Strange. Yeah, it'll enable me to build rockets. And I don't know whether that's it. I'm guessing that's the end of the game. At that point, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, right. Let's head back and pick up my tipper. Now I'm emptied there. That's the other reason I left it. But if I do Q before we go, and we'll see what's around us here. So I've got tons and tons of water. That is such a huge field of water. But as you can see more on the scanner on the rover. There's a great big area. And it's typical. It's right under me. So right right in the wrong place. So again, I might have to move that crusher again. Because that's going to be right in the way. Yeah. So it might pay for when you guys are out in your rover and you're pottering about looking for things to do and building stuff or whatever. Stick your scanner on and scan your area, because the last thing you want is it right next to your base like I've got. I'm just hoping there's no more around this side of the base. I don't think there is. The water's loads. So you look at this water here, how far this goes on. I head back to the that thing is. So the water starts here where all the wells are. And it goes on and on and on, all the way out here. Blimey. Still under it. Now we're coming out of it, I think. Just on it, on their tower. So it goes right the way from there, all the way out. I've got loads of place to put the old wells. So we'll just head up here to the little miner. It's around here somewhere, and I'll see you guys back there. We'll see. I feel like the tip is actually some more water or something out here or something. What's that there? That grey. I don't know what that is. It's grey. There's two mines I've got to put down now. I've got to put one down here. And I've got that mine over there. One thing's for sure, you've got to drive around, because the ores don't show up unless you're near up on top of them. Right, let's grab this tipper. And we'll hang about here till we get a decent amount. And then, oh, I love the way you can reverse while loading. Quality. Right, okay. Let's right click out of this and just see what we've got sitting in there. A minute. Maybe I should go away and do something else. So you got 270 cod. That is slow, isn't it? But I'm gonna let it get to 1,000. That's all I really can do, and build a few more mines out and about, and hopefully that will give us a supply. And mind you, I've got so many rocks around here, I can just mine my heart's content anyway. But yeah, it says find this one again, and I'll build another one. Let's see what's under this. I don't know what grey is though. If I move back a bit, right click, 3, 4. We're kind of semi on it now, aren't we? Yeah, so 4, tab, blueprints. Have I got enough to do another mine? No, I need uranium rods to do that, but I can put a small mine down. I'm just guessing that's going to be, that'll take forever to mine it, I guess. Let's see what it does. If not, I've got to go and make a load of more uranium rods. I'll just tell the big crusher to build a load of the big mines. Is the easiest way of doing that. It'll make everything it needs for it then. But we can grab a little bit with this. If this is how it works. Oh dear. Right, okay, so it's calcium. Right, okay. So it doesn't tell you anything about the mine itself, so you've got to keep coming out here until that stops making a noise, and then you know it's not working. So as for how you load it, my guess is you pick everything up with the grab. So that's automated. That's manual. That's just going to dump the crud into the container. Okay, at least we now know.
Oxygen source external.
That's my guess, is that there's no way that that's gonna... Yeah, you got to grab the rocks out of that. There you go, yeah. There's rocks appearing in it. So that will solve that. At least I know grey's calcium. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to build a few of those mines, and I'm going to go out and dot stuff on it. Okay, I'm just going to try and see if it's the grab that picks these up or not. See in a minute. There's another one. If that's not... It's not. So this is going to be a crap way of doing it. Yeah, this mine's going to be demolished. I'll probably do that now. If I've got the materials, I'll get it done now. Because that's going to... It's just worthless doing it that way. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to delete this, collect all of that stuff, and rebuild that mine. Alright, just heading into the crusher, and I've got the iron as well, or whatever that red stuff is. So we'll unload this, and roughly, it'd be nice to see what you got, to be honest with you, but no doubt. I know we're low on iron and we're low on silicon, so let's just have a little look. So the resources are, do that. Yeah, we've got low more silicon. I need one of those, and we've got another chunk of iron. So we've increased the iron by a very small amount. Break all these out. Guessing I've got too much of that stuff. Right, okay, so we got any sulfur? Sulfur? I'm guessing that is. No, it isn't. It don't matter, just leave it in there. So the other thing we got to get is this like a pinky coloured one, the titanium. We're very low on that. Have to go out and drive around a bit more, I think. So let's see what the battery level is. 86%. Oxygen is 0. What's mine? So yeah, I'm going to have to go back into the airlock, replenish the water and the battery. Yeah, sulfur. So yeah, I'm going to do that now, and then I'm going to go out probably and explore. I mean, let's have a look at the tab, tech tree. So I've got to get O2, which is going to come slowly but surely from this. Because the next thing I've got to research on the way to O2 is greenhouse. So that'll be the next one, and then it'll be O2. Then faster plant growth. And that should also got to do the big plant crate as well, so that enables you to plant more, I think. So yeah, and eventually that's going to lead on to the rocket platform, the launch pad, and then the rockets. So it'll be interesting to see what happens after that, whether it's just carry on and sandboxy, or whether or not you've got to get other quests or whatever. So let's get back to the hangar. Top off the charge on this. Hang on, let me sort out this wrong one. I hate it, it's so easy to press the wrong button and you have to wait for this animation. Oh, right. So So let's do tab, get off of that. Lock differential. Right. Now do V. Oh, that's much better. Yeah. It kind of tries to make it easier to steer, I think, is the whole point in that. But the problem with it is that the turning circle is terrible. So let's see how much better. Oh Jesus, yeah, it's totally different. I'll take back what I said, Devs. If that's what was on, I didn't even realise it. Whoa, hypersensitive. Okay, right. I've got to go that way a little bit. Because you watch as it goes over this bump. See how it turns it. It's annoying. It shouldn't do that. Not in reality, anyway. But okay, let's get in here and shut this door. Where's the pocket? There it is. Grab that and stick that in. The other side. Is it the other side? Yeah. I think it is, yeah. So if I take it down there and just collect it. And do 5 and re-put it back in. Make it a little bit neater. That. Shut this. That's going to charge that. This should then charge my suit, hopefully.
External oxygen detected. Source empty.
I'm guessing it's taking too much to charge that up. Yeah, so what I could do is just stick these batteries, because it probably what's that on? Not showing me, is it? Come on, show me the battery pack. God, how did I walk through that? Okay, that one then. 87%, yeah. So let's go in here. Is it going to let me through? No.
Equalizing pressure.
Alright, so they're growing. If I go in here and swap out a battery, we'll grab that battery. I take out the Duff battery. Job done. And then go back to this and put in said uncharged battery. That'll charge our next time. And then we'll go down here. Grab the water.
Water refilled.
Okay, so a full charge. We've got the oxygen slowly going up. Yeah, we're ready to rumble, I think. It'll take a little while for that battery to go, so I could sleep till the next day, I suppose. Because I've got to go out and look about for the other ores, especially titanium. I've got to try and find out if there's any of that floating about. Also the uranium, I wonder if you can put a mine down by one of those caves. I wonder if there's any green ores under it. Be interested to see. So let's go into this. I'll sleep till late in the morning. Thereabouts, that'll do. Okay. Alright, that's that done. Check the water. Gotta top that off, I suppose. Get that over with.
Water refilled.
Alright, so we've got another meteor that's fallen. The plants aren't there yet. So fine for oxygen. Battery needs changing again. God, they don't last very long, do they? So is that charge? Yeah, that's 100%. So just drag that across. And swap it out. Okay, so that's that done. They will probably be done by the time I guess we get back. So let's go to that and say it's another supply. Suppose I better follow that one, I know. Tech tree, we got anything new? We haven't got any botany yet. Okay, right. So head into here. This should be fully charged by now, which it is. Take that off. Leave it there. Open that. And here and take out that. I've got so much power codes because I made so many in the beginning, you see. Loads of that. The sulfur can stay in there. Take these out. I'll put this down here. I guess that'll do.
Oxygen source external.
We get out of here and right, let's have a look to see. Suppose I should go this way just in case there's more ores, or is it rarer ores going further away from where you started? You started down there. Maybe I should go further out. So I'm gonna go explore towards where that uranium was, which was here. So we've got on the other side of this crater, we've got I've got to go and build that up, haven't I? I'm going to finish that mine off, so I'm going to make some screws and tell it to make enough to build another mine or two. And then as I'm traveling out here, we'll have a look to see whether there's any uranium and other nice ores out here. Hopefully there are, and then I can dot a few mines and then have that as a run, you know. And if it's too much in each of them and I get full, then I'll have to do a spare. I'll do a container is the easiest way. Or put a tipper, you know, maybe in the middle somewhere. So I can do it and put a crusher in between or something. I don't know. So let's get into the big crusher. Ooh, that turning circle is terrible. Look at it. Christ. No, I didn't think it'd work. However, that damages the buildings though. But anyway, let's get that into there. Grab this over here. And build a batch of the stuff I need to make 2 or 3 mines, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how many I'm going to need. I'll probably need one for each ore type, won't I? So let's get out of here. Have I got the uranium on me? I think I have, haven't I? Yeah, there. Uranium rods. I've only got 10. Let's eat something. Okay, right. So how many is this going to need to make? Go into inventory. Printer. Stick that in there. Tin. I want to make a fair amount of screws, but let's see, where are they on here? They're down the bottom somewhere. Yeah, here they are. So miner. So I need. I think this update. This used to build them. Because how it did it is, if you need a steel plate, it'd see if you had ore, and it'll just make you some, whatever's needed. Yeah, provided you got the materials, it'll do it. They've done something because it's not doing it anymore now. So they've just taken that step away. Unless it's up here. Hang on, iron. Right. Okay. So when you do it this way, it's making everything. It's not taking into account what you've got in stock. If you catch my drift. So I think I've got all of that except for screws. So if I do it the other way round then and get a pack of screws. add. So that hopefully that's going to be enough to build all of this stuff. Let's just do tab. Mine. I need rocket things. 5 of those. Uranium rods 8. Ooh. Okay. That's not good. I don't think I've got enough of those to build one, have I? Inventory. I've got 1. I can build 1 thingy. So let's check this out. I've got 200 uranium. So if can I run over there? Wait to just drive over there, won't it? Let's wait for these screws to do, and then I'm going to go over and make a whole batch of uranium. It's going to be the easiest way, isn't it? I suppose I need to. Yeah, I'm going to have to get some more of this from the old meteorites. How many is it doing now? So let's go to the print container. It's got none in there at the minute. So I'll let this finish. Oh, it's actually going to do it now. So let's just wait for that little bar to get up. It's done. There you go. So 500 of them. Just stick them in there. Get in the little ute and
Oxygen source external.
quickly go down here to the uranium, little wee uranium enrichment area that needs to be expanded. Wish there was a way to automate that. You know, I don't know if there is. Again, do comment. I honestly don't know if they've automated anything in this, or whether it's all like this where you've got to manually do everything. Right, get out of here and
Available point for technological
right.
advancement.
So let's go for this. Take get into this, drag these out now, and then stick all of these in here. That's that done. That'll be for the 2 of these makes 1 ore platform. What I'm going to do is stick another one on the end here if I can. Uranium enrichment. Where is it now? Garage? No. Electrics then, it must be under. Yeah, that one. So if I do that that way around, these are all kind of like on the edge. I do. Right, can I build that? Yeah. So each, now when I do a complete run of these, it enables me to build 2 mines, which is handy. So whack those in and then stick these all back in there. Great. And if we now wait, these are going to probably take a good, I say, day and a night and a bit. So we can only build 1, so I'm going to head out just to see what's out there and do ping on the map or something if there are some decent fields out here. So I'll let you know what I find as I'm getting out there.